Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tracy and this is my channel, A World of Stitches. Flosstube today. Got a couple of other bits to show you as well. I haven't done massive amounts of my cross stitch, I'll be honest, but this last week has been chaotic. Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday we spent cleaning and rearranging the house because they needed to get to all the windows in the house. So anything that was remotely within 2 feet of the window had to be moved. Thursday we spent all day in the garden watching them do the windows. And then Friday was just try and clean up and put everything back. There's still some to do. And the mastic on the windows smells, so the windows are always open. So the last week has been slow regarding stitching. But I will share with you what I have been doing. My first one, I'll show you my counted first and then I'll show you my stamped. The first counted is this one, Make a Wish and Take a Bite by Mandy Manzano, charted by Haid, and I am down in this corner here, this section. I've decided to start it at the bottom for a change. I usually do all mine in the top left, but now this is the one that's had the most done, I think. Oh, I've got something else to share with you as well, which I'll do in a minute while I'm thinking about it. Make a Wish, 1,508 stitches. Massive amount, for me anyway. This is where it's at. Let me just pop it up the side. I've actually done quite a bit. If you hear the wind, I apologise, the windows are open. And it's quite windy here today. Anyway, way. Most of the stitching is, let's fold that. This block right here was somewhere here, so I've done all of that. And then all of this too. I've started some of the pretty detail in the next bit. It's on 25 count, 1/1/4 cross, and it looks amazing. I've got a few stitches left in this corner. You can tell because in there is not fully done. So I've got a few stitches just to finish in there, but do you know what? Considering everything I did was in black, I did do really, really well. 1,500 black stitches. But I really, really like this piece and I think that helped. That's that on. Next, no. The thing, do you remember last week? Not last week. My Flosstube 2 weeks ago. When I finished the video, I said, I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting. Bless you. That was Luna. I think it took me about an hour, 2 hours after that to remember. The piece I was stitching for this other lady, A Village Life. I finished it and posted it back to her. And I was going to tell you last week, there's something on my glasses, that I'd finished it and I was going to put in a picture of where it was. Well, obviously when it was finished, of how it looked. So I'll do that now for you instead. I mean, she's had it back about a week and a half, 2 weeks now. No more than that because my last Flosstube was 2 weeks ago. So 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks ago she received it. So there you go. It looks awesome. It was worth all the trouble of the back stitch, but it drove me nuts. Okay, the next one. This one's not a very good picture either, but this is the Noel sampler. I'm trying to get it to focus on there and not on me, but it's not working. If you hear Riley, I apologise, it's on his VR. And he gets so excited and so loud. This is on, is it 14? No, 18 count actually. This one's had quite a bit done. Now it's paper pattern only, so I don't have stitch count, but I have a before picture so you'll see where it was and you'll realise I've been busy. This one has been awesome. The only problem with this one is the chart. When it kind of finishes one page and you move on to the next page, because it's paper, it's a separate piece of paper. But for some reason on the side you're just finishing, there's an extra column. And when you flip it over, it's the same column as the one that's on that page, but there's no grey area to show that it's an overlay. So it was only because I counted how many stitches I needed from the picture at the edge of this page to go over to this page to go over to that one. But I realised that if I counted them all, there was 11 stitches in the one box. So I've got to bear that in mind now when I'm stitching. But I figured do this and then drop down and start on the bottom house in the bottom corner, because I think it's a whole row of houses across the bottom. But it looks awesome. So I've started the roof of the second one just because I had an extra bit of red to carry on, and then I jumped in and started filling in that gingerbread colour thread. But yeah, had awesome fun with that one. Get in. That's that one. Now this one was a stamped. No. Do you know what? It's because I've got one on the floor. Because it's still in my hoop. Because I'm still working on it. I left out all them Christmas ones. And do you know what? I haven't touched any of them except the one I've just shown you. Said I was going to actively work on them and I haven't. Naughty me. View PDF. This one I haven't touched at all this year until the past day or yesterday. It's Roses and Lace by Shannon Christine Designs. And if you've been with me quite a while now, you know that this was going to be a piece I did in honour of my mum. She likes roses, but yellow ones, and this was charted in pink, yellow and red, I believe. You had all three options. So I went with the yellow because her favourite flower is a rose, and her favourite colour in the rose is yellow. So I'm stitching the yellow one. That was long-winded for me, clearly. Now, I have only done 188 stitches, but I wear glasses. And even before, I struggled to see the stitches. So I have these magnifying glasses that I have to put on now to work on it, which means I have to work on it a bit more to get it done. So this is where I am at. I'm still threaded up, and I've literally been, I think it was just above here, all the way round. I had started this square. It'll look exactly the same as that one. I think it was up to about here, so 188. That's probably too many, actually. It's probably higher up. And the yellow rose, as you can see. But this is so dainty a picture. You can see why she called it lace. And it looks awesome. This is pearl grey, 40 count, and it's 2 over, no it's not, it's 1 over 2, get it the right way round. 1 over 2, and it is so, even as a 20 count, it's hard because the holes are so, the squares are so small, you've got to figure 2 of them. Great fun. But yeah, I mean, I've started the border on this side, and I've gone not quite halfway down, but this top corner section's going well. So this one's going to stay out because I really, really want to get it done. Let's pop it over there. It'll probably fall, but hey ho. Right, this one. This one was a stamped kit. The oval happiness tree. I've seen a couple of people do this. Now, the reason it was stamped is because this is the colour they gave me. Oh, it's just fell. 326. It's like a really deep pink. Probably looks red on camera. It's not. Anyway, this way is very similar to my other sliding. Castles in the Air, that's what I was trying to think of. Long Dog Samplers. I'm doing that one in a hand-dyed thread. Magic Quest, something like that. This one's very similar. It's by KLT Charting. Berry Burst. Yeah. And it's not colour fast. So I couldn't stitch over the stamping and then wash it off afterwards because the thread would have washed, so I had to wash it first. So I'm going to do it in this one instead. It is similar to the other one, but it's darker. The other one's like pastel colours. This one's darker. I haven't done many or much, whichever way you want to think about it. Get back in the bag. And I wasn't kidding either when I said I haven't done much. That is it. But it looks awesome. You can sort of see the pinkies and blue. Ugh, the pinkies in the blues. And I think it's going to look awesome. We'll see. So that's that one. Now my next one, ow, forever hitting my face. This one is Jelly Bean Cat. This is from, did I write it? Apparently not. That's not, I would say that's not like me, but it is very much like me. So I don't remember where it came from, but Amy from Sid and Stitch is also doing this one. And I saw hers the other day, and I'm like, you're so going to jump in front of me soon. So I decided to pull mine out for a little stitch. This is where she's at. So I've literally been filling in. Good question. I know I did some more of that black. I'm not entirely sure, but I did fill it in. There's little sections here somewhere that weren't quite filled in. I need to get on her eyes now, finish the eyes and then just move down and finish the rest. She looks awesome though. She really does. It's 11 count, so it's 3 over 1. Oh, that's a hurt your ears too much. You can throw it down there. My next one, I'm not going to show it in the bag, is my Mickey Grayscale. I call it Grayscale just because I've got other Mickey ones on the go. When I write them on my sheet, whereas what I've done that week, I'll get confused, so I put Mickey Grayscale. Now, Shelley, the Stitch and Colourist of Shelley Lewis, she's doing this one as well. Now, this hasn't made massive amounts of progress, but this is where we're at. If I remember correctly, I filled in what was left of this ear and moved down. Hers is in, it was charted for 939, the same as mine, but she changed it to 310. And we're kind of going to compare at the end, because I'm still doing mine in the colours it gave me, how different they look. Because for me, that looks quite black. But yeah, there's some light grey stitches around the edge that I've filled into. But most of it was the 939, another 11 count kit. I'll do it after. It doesn't want to go in. And I'm not going to fight with it. I have, I think, a piece of pepper in my teeth. Might as well show you, it's in the bag. My next one is this, Happy Halloween. remember when I ordered it, I was hoping they were going to do it on a purple fabric, because most of the time they don't. It's white and you have to stitch the background. I wasn't that lucky. But they should. It'll probably be cheaper. Save on all that purple thread. Anyway, I think I've got it before. And this is where we are at now. So I have literally gone down with the black and started the top of the house. And then I've started filling in the purple background, because that's going to take me forever. But it looks awesome. I can't wait to finish it. This is 14 count, whatever came in the kit. Such a cute piece. And before we know it, it'll be Halloween. So I figured, you know, why not? Oh, that went in sweet as a nut. Right. That sounds bad. My next one, I think this is my last one. But I have got some knitting to share. Okay. Take it all, because it isn't going to stay. I don't think there's a full-on picture without that. Let me just double check, because it's booklet form. No, there isn't. Okay, this is the only picture. Don't fall. Here, and all it shows you is the separation of the pages, where they go. Now this one's got a lot of colours. How many is that? 90 colours. No. Oh yeah, 90 colours, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are mixed threads, so you take one of each. But that is the overall picture. I just call it European Town. I'm not sure what they called it. I haven't done... I folded it a huge amount. It was just while I was cooking tea. And, you know. So, this is where we're at. I have been filling in some more of this dark pink, which is this like grey-blue colour. So, mostly over here. Anything towards this way I've done. This is also on 14 count. It's a spring brand kit, which, guys, they are amazing. More colours, which means the detail's going to be better. I love the spring brand, and they are printed so well. For a 14 count, I'm in love with the spring brand, I have to say. Right, now let's try and fold this back up. No, that first. There we go. Right. I have got my other one, my Castle one, which is the spring brand as well. Haven't started yet. And my gnomes. I've got my 2 gnomes. I've got another one to unbox yet, which is I believe it's another beaded kit. This does not want to zip up. Gotcha. Okay, that's that one. Right. As far as stitching goes, that's it. But I have been knitting now. I love it when Ellie just drops things right by me. Yours, Mum, you sort it. And because I'm busy, it just doesn't get done. Okay, I'm twisted. Now, I don't remember where I was. Are you serious? The black one's got twisted. Serious? Okay. How have you gone? Right, okay. Let me just untangle. See, this is what you get when you carry it up and down the stairs. Once more. Because I take it up to bed with me. And being as I made such a mistake, I had to figure out where I'd gone wrong. So I took it upstairs and sorted it up there. Now, behave. There we go. Now, this is the pandemic that I am knitting, double knitting, which is nothing to do with the size of the wool. It is all to do with the fact that you are doing a mirror image. So you're stitching both sides at the same time, but they are It's like looking at a photo negative. You've got the photo and you've got the negative. So one side will have a white background with all the stitching in black. When you flip it over, because you're stitching white background on this, it's black background on this one with white stitches. Now I made a mistake, and it was about 5 rows back. How I never noticed is beyond me. So I don't know if this is any further on than the last time you saw it, or further behind. But let me show you the white side first. So this is the white side. So I was like 5 rows. I don't know if it was bigger, 5 rows bigger than this one, because I don't remember. But yeah, that's the white side. And then when you flip it around, is that upside down or is that me? No. The stitches are white, the background is black. It does take some real concentration, I will give it that. But I love how it looks, I do. Ow, hit myself in the face with my own needles. I love how it looks, and the tension I've got down to a T. I have got one stitch somewhere that I have to undo and alter it because it should have been the opposite colour to what I've done it in. And it's only a couple of rows down, which is easy to fix. So yeah, it looks awesome, and it's 700 stitches wide, just over. So it's going to be quite a wide blanket. I had to buy some new cables. Yeah, the cables for knitting in the round, because the other one wasn't long enough. I think I told you last time. Anyway, I figured, right, because I've also seen a lady who does hers one-sided but also in the round. Now, so because it's not going to be as wide, I used the needle that wasn't big enough, the cable I mean, for that one. So I chose some new colour. I chose a new colour and white, so it'll be background white, and the new colour for the stitches, the pattern, not the stitches, the pattern. Now I probably chose the wrong colour because I found this. It was in a charity shop, but it's brand new. They had a special stand in the corner. This was $2.99 for 150 grams, and it's curl cakes. Does it say a colour? No, Sunrise. It's called Sunrise. So I bought 2 of these. Now I didn't think, even though it is double knitting the same as my white, I think it shows through a bit more than I intended. So I have been busy on 2 different knitting projects, and putting it in the bag didn't do it any good because now it's all twisted. Riley gets so excited. Okay, I'm going to have to pull these through. Give me a second. And this one. That's better. Right, I'll show you what I mean now by it was probably a mistake, although my tension might be off, because with this one you have to leave floats across the back, and the best thing for you to do is catch them as you go. So like if you're doing 6 stitches, let's say, in pink, and you're not going to leave a long float on the back like this, so every couple of stitches you need to catch it and tie it in. So my floats look awesome. My floats look great. I mean, I learnt a way of doing them even better as I work my way up. So these ones are slightly longer than these ones, but my floats are good. Now I'm enjoying this one. It's so much easier. But then because this is all knit, every stitch is knit. That one I have to knit one, purl one, knit one, purl one. So when I go between the 2, yeah, I'm surprised I haven't made any mistakes on this one. But this is Castles in the Air, by the way. This isn't Pandemic. That one's Pandemic. But can you see the little... It shows through a little. Maybe that's because I'm stretching it. I'm not sure, but I just, I don't know, I think it shows through too much, but I like it. I think it looks cute, and it changes colour. So it started off as a blue. There's a lot of this pink. I mean, I've still got a lot of this pink to go before it changes colour again. They didn't put much blue on the beginning, but this right here is not part of the pattern. This right here, I did it in the wrong place down there, so I had to move it. So it's these 2 rows. This is where I'm going to steek it. If you don't know what steeking is, it means you do 2 rows. You do 2 rows of stitching to fix the edges, and then you cut right up the middle there to make it flat, and then you fold the ends over and sew them on the back. So that's where I'm going to steek it. So there's 4 stitches, 4 stitches, and these extra stitches in the middle, which you're not going to see at the end. So there's 4 stitches at the beginning and 4 stitches at the end. But I think it's awesome, so you can see. We'll see how it goes, if it kind of tightens up a bit as I move further down, but I'm loving it, if I may say so myself. That goes back in there because I get the 2 pieces all jumbled up together on the sofa. Okay. There is one I haven't showed you. I have only done, let me find it, 353 stitches. And I think it might be because I am bored of white. But I need to suck it up because there's so many more to do. Because it's the Dalmatians. It's still in my Lowry, that's why I forgot. Hold on. Oh my goodness, how tight did I put that on? Or am I doing it the wrong way? Okay. 2 shakes. I got it. That was tight. Right. So it is this one, Mickey as Artist. I only did 353. But it's still all this whitey colour going up here. I will get there. This is 25 count, 1/1 full cross. And I'm going to leave this one out. I was intending to pull out my Disney one and alternate these 2. I have a question to ask you guys. Let me just get this back in here. It shouldn't take a minute because it's right. It's close. Okay, you can have that back. I have a dilemma. It's not that I don't like it. The drive to work on it just is not there, even though I have done so much of it already. I think you'll probably know which one it is because I haven't worked on it in a while. It's the Once Upon a Fairy Tale by Amy Stewart. The top row, which isn't quite down to the first shelf, on and off I didn't mind working on it, but since I've had that one, my Mickey as Artist, and my Disney stained glass piece, I absolutely love those 2. So I haven't touched it. My Once Upon a Fairy Tale is actually folded up in a bag, in a project bag over there. I have considered not finishing it. Really considered. Even the thought of not working on it ever again, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me, and it doesn't make me want to pull it out. Do you see what I mean? And I have been toying with the idea of UFO in it and just not finishing it. But then I think about all the work that I've put into it so far, but I also think about how much more work has got to go into it. I really don't know what to do. What do you think? There is another one. I am UFOing, I forgot to say. Where is the fabric? Sorry. I'm just chucking things around. If you've been with me a while, I'll show you. You'll probably know exactly what it is. It is this one. It's only a small one. And it is this one. Way. By Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I'm correct. What's it called? Quick Stitch Pale Rose. I'm not going to finish her. So she's going to be UFO'd, so she's off my whip list. That one I had no... It didn't bother me to say, right, I'm done, I'm not doing it. But the Once Upon a Fairy Tale is so much bigger. I don't know what to do. I mean, I haven't even worked on World of Disney for a while either. But that one I'm not so sure about saying I'm not going to do it again. It's terrible, I tell you. Honestly. Such turmoil, I don't know what to do. Can I see myself working on it again? I don't know. Right now? No. But I don't know if that will change. Should I hang on to it a bit longer and wait and just see? But I really do like my Mickey as artist and my stained glass Disney right now. I was going to alternate them on weeks. No, not weeks. Fortnightly, so every 2 weeks I do a Flosstube and change. So it would be, I'd be taking that out now and changing it to the Disney stained glass, but I really want to work past that white, so it's probably not going to change straight away. But yeah, some advice. What would you do? I honestly don't know. The thought of all that work that's gone into it, but then... I don't know, let me know what you think. It's tough. Okay guys, that's it from me. I'll stop waffling now just because I've got things I need to get done now. And I'm probably boring you. I had a new arrival. You guys know I've been doing, sorry about the crinkle, mandalas and Zen Tangles, I think they're called. I ordered me some pens. So I've got some different size ones from 0.05. This is the nib that gets bigger or smaller. 0.05, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5 and 0.8. I don't know why I said 0.05, it's 0.05. So like you get a really skinny one and they get fatter as you get bigger. So I can do some more mandalas. Anyway, that's it. Sorry, it's been a little bit, you know, crazy and whiny, and it is what it is. Just let me know what you guys think. Either way, I'm not going to judge. I'm just, you know, give me some pros, cons, something I can work from. Anyway, I hope you guys have had a great weekend. Have a great week ahead, whatever you're doing. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.